Hey there guys, Quirk and Josh here from MiniWarGaming.com with another X-Wing Combat Maneuvers Battle Report. Today Josh and I are going to be playing 100 points. It's going to be Rebels versus Empire. It's going to be awesome. Imperials, whatever you want to call them. Nope.
Imperials works, I think.
Imperials works, yeah, okay. But it's going to be a good fight. As always guys, if you're interested in coming in and playing, go to MiniWarGaming.com/challenge for all the details. If you want to play X-Wing, Armada, 40k, Fantasy, Age of Sigmar, War Machine, Hordes, 30k?
30k? Yeah, 30k. We want some more 30k.
Yeah, we don't want some 30k. But anyway, guys, go ahead and check that out. In the meantime, let's check out these fleets. Starting off, we have my 100 points of Imperial. Nope, okay. Imperial. Being led by Commander Ken Kirik with Mara Jade, Yasni Isard.
Yasan Isard.
That's the one. Rebel Captive, an engine upgrade, and Predator. I also have Echo with a fire control system, Tactician, Veteran Instincts, and an advanced cloaking device.
100 points of Rebels. We have Corran Horn in the E-Wing with R2-D2, advanced sensors, and push the limit. We have Poe Dameron in the T-70 X-Wing. He's got BB-8, push the limit, auto thrusters, and weapons guidance. And then the little fella, we got an A-Wing, prototype pilot with the Chardin refit. And that is 100 points of Rebels.
So thankfully we have Rob in the room and he wants to learn how to play X-Wing. So he's going to be our cameraman, which gives Josh and I hands-free movability to play this game. So since I have initiative at 100 points and I'm also Imperials. Empiricals? Since I'm Empire, I get to lay the first one down. I'm going to put a piece of debris dead center of the board.
Oh. We're going to throw down a big ol' asteroid right about there.
Okay. Let's put some debris on your side.
Do we just stop that?
No, I'm going to make sure it's the distance it needs to be. Yeah, we're good. It's at least 2 away.
So we'll make this the part of the board nobody wants to go to. Throw that there. It's going to come in a little bit. That's not going to work.
Nope. Yeah, you're golden. And why not? There you go, bud.
Thanks there, bud.
No problem there, bud. Hey. I think you're good.
You've been watching too much Letterkenny.
I have been. Alright, and there we go. Alright, so we're done deployment. We have my Decimator as well as Echo right here. On the other side of the board, we have Josh's A-Wing. We also have
the T-70 and then the E-Wing.
Yeah.
Okay, at pilot skill 1, little A-Wing prototype pilot's going to go first. He is going to bank to the 2. End up right about there. And he will just simply take a focus.
Then we jump over to pilot skill 6, which will be my Decimator, and it will do a nice bank to the 3.
Katie Kirk's coming for me.
Yep. And he's just going to pop right over here. And for the action, I'm actually going to use the engine upgrade to boost forward. Right there. Then we got Echo, who is pilot skill 8, but because I'm Imperial, I go first. Empirical, I go first. I'm going to be going forward 4. Which will put him right there. And his action will be to cloak.
Okay, we're going to have the E-Wing go first. He's going to go 2 straight ahead. E-Wing is just going to go ahead and throw a focus. Okay, Poe is going to flip a 2 straight ahead. As an action, Poe is just going to take a focus.
Moving on to the shooting phase, we've determined that no one is in range of anybody else. This one's pretty close, but it does still have a little bit of wiggle room, so we're going to go straight into the maneuver phase again. Start of the movement phase, Echo is forced to decloak, so she is just going to go right over here.
A-Wing is going to flip 5 straight ahead.
That's getting in bump rage there, bud.
As an action, he's going to boost himself to, I don't know, right about here.
Ken Kirik is next, and someone was a jerk and decided to try and block me, but I'm pretty sure I can get past him with a 2 blank. So getting all the precise measuring in here, does not bump, but comes really, really close. And Quirk's action will be to focus. After that, we move to pilot skill 8, which is Echo. Going forward 4, I think this might be a bump. And we'll find out. Yeah, that's a bump right there.
Okay, we're gonna have Cornhorn go first, and he's gonna reveal banking to the 3. He's gonna be throwing a target lock onto Echo. He's gonna push the limit to give himself focus. Okay, Poe's gonna flip a green maneuver, so BB-8's gonna kick off, and he will come to here. He's going to push the limit off of the 3 barrel roll to give himself a focus. So he's stressed, and then he will complete his maneuver, which is the 1 bank. 2 right there. Okay, since he just completed a green maneuver, he's going to clear stress in the check pilot step. And then I get to do another action with him if I want. And just because, we'll throw target lock onto the big fella.
Now we go into the combat phase. So Echo is at range 2 of Corn. So it's 4 dice, no benefits, no extra dice to defend. And we got 2 crits.
3 dice on this. All day.
But I did shoot at him, so he gets an extra stress, and because I finished a combat action, I get to cloak again.
Okay, against my better judgment, Cornhorn shooting first. He'll take shots into Echo. So 3 dice. That's not bad.
4 dice to try and dodge, thanks to the cloak. Dodge, dodge, dodge.
Okay, continuing against my better judgment. Poe's gonna take shots into Echo as well. I'm trying to avoid the stress on the decimator. The stress-o-mator.
Against another hit crit, but we are at range 3, so I have 5 green dice this time. I need 3 evades. And 1, 2, 3. Quirk is going to fire at Poe. Range 2, so I only get 3 dice against here. And because I have this on, I get to reroll one of my dice. Or sorry, Predator. I get to reroll one of my dice. So, nope. So hit and a crit.
Poe, with his only 2 defense dice. Pretty well the worst result I can get, so Poe's losing 2 shields. A-Wing's gonna take shots into the decimator, because why not? Getting 3 dice, because range 1.
I have no form of agility or defense, so both my shields are gone. But by shooting at me first, Rebel Captive goes off, and the A-Wing is stressed.
Okay, Corn's gonna take shots into... let's throw him into the decimator. So again, Corn's gonna use his ability at the start of the end phase. I can perform 1 attack. I can't attack next round. I'm gonna be so crazy stressed out that I'm not super worried about attacking next round anyways, so... 4 dice. Huh.
And 1 damage takes off 1 more shield. Starting off into the next movement phase, I'm going to decloak with Echo, and I'm actually gonna have her go right over here.
A-Wing, little fella, he's gonna go a 1 turn.
Next up is the Decimator, who will be doing a turn to the 2, which will fly him through some debris and stress him out.
So on a crit, he's going to take a damage. Nope.
Next up is Echo, who will be turning to the 2, which will put her right over here. And her action will be actually to do a barrel roll. Right to there.
Corn slipping 5 straight ahead. He's trying to get out of dodge. Poe is flipping 3 straight ahead. So now I gotta decide if I'm gonna do a BB-8 barrel roll. So BB-8's giving me a barrel roll. So we are gonna barrel roll myself to here. I'm gonna push the limit, which is going to let me do myself a boost to here, which is going to stress him. Then he's going to do his 3 straight ahead. Removing said stress. He's simply going to just focus.
Going into the combat phase, Echo is going to fire into the A-wing for red. Gets me a crit and a hit.
3 evade dice for nothing. This is going well.
That'll get rid of both his shields. Also, Tactician will trigger and put another stress on the A-wing, and
All the
also
stress.
let me recloak. The Decimator is going to fire with the 360-degree arc at range 3 into the prototype. 3 red. We'll get hit and a crit. And thanks to Predator, I do get to reroll a die, so 2 crits and a hit.
4 dice trying to evade this. Come on, little buddy. Oh,
Yeah,
there it goes.
nice. And before I forget, I do also have fire control system, so Echo has a target lock on the prototype. Starting off, we have Echo's decloak maneuver, and just gonna right to there.
A-wing is going to flip a 2 bank. Thank you, sir. Get his little old self to right about there. Get rid of 1 of the stress.
Next up, we have the Decimator, going to go for a 2 bank. So leaving that stress behind. Go right over to here. And then boost for an action. Echo's going to reveal now, going 2 forward. Just right here. And the action will be to focus.
Okay, Corrin's going to go 3 straight ahead. Getting himself to right here. Okay, Poe's going to flip his 1 bank. So he's going to barrel roll himself to there. He is then going to boost with push the limit to stress himself out. He's then going to complete his 1 bank maneuver, eliminating the stress, and he'll throw a focus down.
So going into the combat phase, definitely within range 2, so I'm going to shoot Poe with Echo. And looking to stress him out here, getting 1 crit.
Okay, 2 dice. And because I got a focus, Poe gets to change that to an evade.
But that will stress Poe out, and also give Echo her cloak back. And with that, Echo will transfer the lock-on from the A-wing to Poe.
Alright, the only guy I got that can shoot is the A-wing, so he's throwing 3 dice into his only target, which is Echo. 2 hits.
4 evade dice thanks to the cloak. And evades 1, so 1 shield is gone off from Echo. Starting off the maneuver phase, Echo's going to go first, dropping her cloak. And just flying right to here.
Little A-wing, he's going to go 2 straight ahead, and he's just going to bomb. But getting rid of his stress.
Decimator has a bank to the 3. Going way downtown. And his action is going to be a boost. I'm just checking to see if I can fit here, which I don't think I can. Oh, yes I can. Awesome, fitting right there. Next up we have Echo, who is doing a K-turn at 3. So she's just gonna go right to here. And that will stress her out.
Okay, Poe's going to go. He's flipping a 1 bank. So he will end up right about here. Gets the clear stress. I'm stressing. I'm going to throw a focus down. Mr. Horn is just going 3 straight ahead. So I go along the track until I get to about here. Okay, Poe's going to take his long range shots at the big old Decimator. 3 dice.
That will take out the last shield on Ken Kirk. Put 1 damage card on him, which actually activates his ability here, as well as Isard's ability. So next turn I get +1 agility as well as an evade token. The Decimator is going to shoot back at Poe. 3 dice at range 3. Oh, that's no bueno. But I do get to reroll 1 of them thanks to Predator. Nope, nothing. And before we forget, Poe is stressed because of Rebel Captive.
Little A-Wing that could's gonna throw 2 dice at Echo. Look at 2 crits. Oh.
I think you missed there, bud.
Okay, little fella. He's gonna turn into the 2. And he is going to barrel roll and try to be in the way.
Next up, we have the Decimator, who is going to bank to the 1. And I think you definitely got in my way.
Good.
Yeah, you got all kinds of in my way. So following along the path here. Boop, right there. Then we've got Echo, who is doing a bank to the 2 to try and drop that stress. And I think that's still going to result in a... Oh, maybe not. I might land right in front. Right there. Oh, that's no bueno. And the action will be to cloak.
Okay, Corrin's gonna flip. He is banking to the 1. His action is going to be to switch the target lock onto Echo. Poe continuing to make poor decisions.
So I thought you were saying that they call him Pooh.
Pooh. And wait after this. And he's just going to throw a focus down. Poe's going to take his shots at range 1 on Echo.
Oh!
Poe's going to use his ability. He doesn't get a burner's focus, but he gets to turn that into a hit.
4 evade dice, thanks to Cloak. I need to get 4 evades here to just survive this. And 3 exactly is enough to kill Echo.
I'm going to lose the game still, but I killed her. Oh, pure dumb luck.
Decimator's going to fire at Poe, range 1, 4 dice. 1 hit, 1 crit.
Poe throwing 2 dice at the evade, and because of his ability, he switches that to an evade.
And at the end of everything, I get to fire off Mara Jade, which stresses out both of them.
Dang it, forgot about that. A-Wing first, going to flip 3 straight ahead. Try to give himself a little bit of breathing room. And so he's getting himself to right about here. And just to try to be useful in upcoming turns, he'll throw a target lock on the big fella.
Decimator flipping the 2 and going this way. If I can navigate around this ship that I just bumped twice. But going right there. And putting a target lock on Poe. And Poe is going
1 bank. He is going to focus and boost. Stress himself out again. Corrin flipping a 3K turn. It's a reach way across the board. Stressed. Okay, so I'm back and forth on Corrin. I'm not going to shoot because I don't want to have myself double stressed, so he's just going to kind of chill.
And in that case, the Decimator is going to shoot range 2 at Poe. 3 shots. I'm going to burn my target lock and re-roll these. Actually, yeah, burning my target lock to re-roll these. There we go, 3 hits.
Okay, I'm going to throw, and that's 2 evade, so he's taking his last point of shield damage. Alright, A-Wing is going to flip a 3K turn to try to bring himself back into the game. Getting himself to right about there, and earning himself stress.
Ken Kirk, doing a turn to the 2. See if I can avoid this asteroid. Oh yeah, all day. And going to boost, thanks to the engine upgrade right up to here. And Horn is banking to the 2.
Listing lazily.
I'm drifting lazily to the 2.
He's going to focus. Poe is just going to go to the 2.
Flying off the board, I see.
Yeah, it's this new thing I'm trying. It's called when Quirk plays Armada.
Decimator's going to fire into the A-Wing. 3 shots. 2 crits.
5 dice to defend.
That kills you.
Joke's on you, I didn't like him.
Starting off, we got the Decimator, who's doing a bank to the, or a turn to the 2. Flying over this stuff. I'm okay with that. I don't. Meh. That's my answer. Meh. I might get stressed, but I have a good position now to shoot at stuff.
And roll for a crit. Nope.
Next up, we got Horn. Ooh. Banking to the 3. Oh, Hebra.
As an action, he's going to throw down a target lock, and he will focus and stress himself.
And Poe. Banking to the 1 and leaving the stress behind. And for the action, going to boost.
Alright, Horn throwing dice at the big fella. Reroll that with target lock. And let's just throw the damage into him, yeah.
Rebel Captive goes off, so he gets an extra stress.
My lovely tokens are gone.
And I get 1 evade thanks to the damage card on my ship. And I dodge 1 of them, so I take 2 damage and 1 crit. And my critical damage is damage sensor array, so I can't perform any actions except for actions listed on damage cards. The action on this one is roll 1 attack die, and on a hit or crit result, flip this card face down. And now I'm going to attack back 4 red, going into Horn. Will be 3 crits and a focus. I'm going to use my Predator card to reroll this one and get a focus, which does nothing.
Horn getting 3 evade dice. Evading 2. I can live with that. 1 shield damage from Horn, bringing him down to 2 shields.
Starting off with the Decimator, going 3 forward for green, which will put him just on the other side here. And drop that stress. But land on an asteroid.
And rolling to see if I damage you. Nope. Come on. Horn is going to go 2. Okay, so no action. I'm realizing I messed up because I should have shot the big guy again at the end of that phase, but mistakes happen.
And we go back to Poe, who is banking to the 1 again.
Actually, let's see if he barrel rolls first. I'm not going to take the barrel roll because I can't figure out where I want him to be. So he's going to go 1. My action, I'm just going to boost.
So with nothing to shoot at, we go straight back to maneuvers again. The Decimator going to try and get off this asteroid with a turn to the 2. And he does. Ever so carefully. And my action is going to be to try and get rid of the damage sensor array. No, it's still there.
He's going to flip his little 1 bank. Okay, barrel roll is going to put him to here. He is going to boost to stress himself out. He's then going to complete his maneuver to there. And then as an action, he's going to focus. Corrin is going to go 2. And he's just going to focus.
Shooting, Decimator's gonna fire into Poe, 3 dice. Hit, and a crit.
Hoping to avoid the damage, I'm gonna take a crit either way. So that gets changed because of auto thrusters, and that gets changed because of Poe. Getting structural damage, so I'm reducing my agility value by 1, so it brings me down to 1. I'm gonna try to flip that as an action though.
Starting off with the Decimator, gonna do that turn to the 2 again. Try and make sure everybody stays within at least range 3. Go into here, and for my action, I'm gonna try and get rid of that damage sensor array. Hit or a crit? Nope, it's still on.
Corn Horn is gonna turn to the 2. To there. He's just gonna toss an evade. Poe is gonna flip his 1. Okay, he's gonna get his free barrel roll from the little fella. He's gonna focus and stress himself out with push the limit. Then he'll complete his maneuver. Completing his maneuver. I'm gonna try to get rid of structural damage, so on a hit I get to flip that down. Yep.
Oh. Decimator at range 3, gonna shoot at Poe. 3 red. Gets 2 hits. And I will trigger Predator off this one and make it 2 hits and a crit.
Okay, I really need 3 evades. Okay, that gets changed to that because of thing, and he's gonna burn his focus.
Going back to maneuvers, doing a 3. Ooh, there we go. So I'm gonna go right around here. It's right there. And gonna try and fix that sensor array. There it is.
Horn's gonna turn to the 2. And in he goes. Okay, for his actions he will focus and then throw the target lock to stress himself out. Okay, so barrel roll, put himself to there. He's gonna push the limit to boost himself. So he's stressed because of that. Then he's gonna complete his green maneuver. To there. Removing that. And focus action. Okay, Horn's gonna take a shot into the decimator. 3 dice. 3 hits. He gets
1 evade token. No, I'm gonna take those 3 hits. Then I'm gonna shoot back with 3 dice. Getting 2 hits and gonna use Predator to reroll this one, making it 3 hits.
oh, ooh. Okay, end of the round. Corn's gonna take shots in again. So I will use the target lock to reroll those 2. And then I will change this into a hit.
Getting the evade. Nope. So there will be a hit and a crit going through. And the crit is a console fire, so at the start of each combat phase, roll an attack die. On a hit result, suffer 1 damage. Action, flip this card face down. Starting off, Decimator is going to do a 2 turn. And that will put him right over here. And my action will be to flip a console fire face down, so it's no longer taking effect.
Okay, Horn's gonna flip 3 straight ahead. Green maneuver. And just 3 to the other side. Okay, green maneuver is gonna get rid of one of these, and it's gonna give him a shield back from R2D2.
And then Poe. Ooh. Making it towards the 1.
He's gonna barrel roll himself to there. He's gonna boost himself to there. I made a mistake, so I gotta do my maneuver. It's gonna land me on DOS asteroid.
Does he take a damage? No. So, since he's on the asteroid, he doesn't get to shoot, so we go over to Quirk, who's going to fire. Range 1, so 4 dice. Hit, crit, focus. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use Predator to reroll this one. And get nothing.
2 dice. And I'm out of your front arc, so auto thrusters helps. Get ready to watch me pull something other than a direct hit. Munitions failure. Oh, I lose one of my secondary weapons.
Starting off in the maneuver phase again, we've got Decimator going to the 3 over here. Putting him right off his base. Right there. And my action will be to boost. Right here.
Oran's gonna flip, he's going 3 straight ahead. Whoa. So we're right about there. So I'm good and in range. So he's going to evade, and he's going to push the limit and stress himself out to to do a focus. Green maneuver is giving me the last shield back. Going 1. Goes 1 to right there. His action will be to come on in. Bad call because I'm not in. So he's going to stress himself out and get himself focus.
Starting off in the combat phase, I get an evade token and gonna shoot 4 dice into Poe, see if I can finally take him out. He's got 1 whole point left. And there's hit, and I'm going to use the Predator to try and get a 3rd one here. Hit. So there's 3 hits.
No way for Poe to avoid all that, so he is going down.
Starting off the Decimator, going to do a 2 bank. And just make his way up here. To right there. And the action will be a target lock.
Banking to the 2. Put him right there. Just gonna throw down an evade.
Decimator's got to fire into him. 4 red dice at range 1. Getting crit, hit. And I'm going to use Predator to reroll this one. Getting another hit.
Let's see what I can get. That's 1 evade and the token. Okay, so that's 1 evade and the token. So I'm down to 1 shield.
Starting off, Decimator's going to do a 2 bank, which will put him right here. And his action will be to focus.
Over.
And before we forget, you're stressed.
He's gonna flip, he's banking to the 2. So he's gonna end up right about there.
One attack die for crossing the asteroid. He's good.
1 shield back from a green maneuver. We're gonna throw an evade on him.
And Decimator's going to shoot 3 dice into him. He's going to have a ton of dice. He's going to get 4 green to dodge this. And that's going to be 1 hit. I'm going to use Predator to reroll this one. And use my focus to turn that into 3 hits.
Okay, I get to throw 4 dice at this attempt. And use the token to get away from the damage. So he's back down to having 1 shield.
Once again, the dials are down, starting off with the Decimator. Going to be turning to the 2, which will bring him right around for another shot. Gonna land there, and then boosting with the 1 to right here.
Okay, before he reveals, he's going to advance sensors to do a barrel roll. Right to there. And he's going to flip a 2 turn. Putting himself to right about there.
We're at range 3 for the distance here, so Horn's going to fire 3 red into Quirk. For the combat phase, I do get an evade token, and 1 hit, 1 crit. 2 evade tokens because we are at range 3, and oh, so the crit goes through. So I'm going to use this to stop the hit. And the crit is a structural damage, so I reduce my agility value by 1 to a minimum of 0. King Quirk returns fire with 3 red dice, and getting 1 there, and I'm going to use my target lock and actually reroll both of these. Oh, that's no good. So 1 hit. And 4 dice to dodge.
It is 4 dice.
Oh, it goes through. So he's down to no shields left. And he is stressed from shooting at me from the rebel captive. Horn's got to fire off his ability.
A long bomb, try to see if I can kill him.
3 dice. 2 hits. Oh, I have 1 dice here to try and dodge it because we are at range 3. If I don't get this, he kills me. And I get it! Yes! So I'm down to 1 point remaining. And maneuvers are down, starting off. We've got a 2 turn, which will put me right there. And judging by Josh's excitement to move me, I think he plans on bumping. And my action will be 2 target lock.
2 straight ahead.
Yep, that's gonna force a
Bump
bump.
City. Stress.
So clears the stress, then he gets re-stressed.
Gonna get re-stressed, but I get my shield back.
Yep. So he's back up to 1 shield. And we go into another turn. Maneuvers are once again down, starting off, going 2 forward, which will land me right here. Boop, right there. And the action will be a focus. And
3 straight ahead.
yeah. Which will drop the stress.
And give me a shield back.
And his action will be to evade as we go into the combat phase. 3 red dice. Landing 1 hit, I will use my target lock to reroll these. And getting nothing, so 1 hit, and you can just use your evade to ignore it. Dials are down once again as we go into the maneuver phase. Banking to the, or turning to the 3, sorry. So.
Slightly surprised by his own maneuver.
I am. I was not prepared for this. Flying right over to here. And then the action will be a boost to bring himself further around. To there. And a K turn to the 3. Which will stress him out. Since we're not in range of each other, back to maneuvers, starting off with the Decimator. Going 1 with a bank. Just coming right around here. To there. And its action will be a focus. Over here.
Banking to the 2.
Ooh.
We're gonna have a fight.
Yep.
Clearing that.
Bring him back up to full shields. And you get to shoot
measure
first.
target lock range. I get an action.
Yep. We're at range 3 right now, so you definitely have the target lock. Acquiring the target lock and going for the shots here. So 3 red dice equals 1 hit.
Yep. Roll that.
Yep. Burn the target lock to reroll the 2 focuses.
Focus eye.
Focus eye. Turning into 3. Ooh, so I need to get double evades here or I die. Nope, that is it. So even if I burnt the evade that I have, I'm supposed to have on there, and that one will still go through, and that will take out my last hull point. So, there you have it, guys. Josh is officially the victor. Good game, sir. Awkward.
Pure dumb luck by
It was.
You outflew me, you outplayed me. Yeah, pure dumb luck.
It's because you took out Echo from, like, just a random shot.
The lucky shot on Echo, yeah, was kind of a big deal. It's not a very survivable ship all the time. I mean, it's with the evade, or sorry, the cloak token, it helps a lot. But I didn't realize, because I used to play Whisper back before they nerfed, well, before they made cloak fair, and I never really saw the value in Echo, but now I totally do. That's a mean little ship. So
it's this disgusting because you don't have to use the straights, you can use the bends, so I can get crazy.
You can go all over the place.
Yeah.
And I should have paid attention. Like, of course you're going to have an advanced cloaking device. I don't know why I assumed otherwise, but I haven't played a lot lately.
Yeah.
Not nearly as much as I used to.
But no, it was I went for the turn, and then your ship actually flew out of my line of sight, which I didn't think he would, so I didn't have anybody to shoot at, so I was like, oh.
Plans within plans. I'm so bad at this game, he can't guess what I'm doing.
I now have to actually cloak and hope to, like, everybody, you don't shoot me, and you managed to get that one lucky shot off. So, anyway, sir, a very good game. Vault members, go ahead and click the link below to see another game between Josh and myself. If you're not already a Vault member, go ahead and click that link anyway. You'll get access to a 7-day free trial where you get to check out more X-Wing combat maneuvers, battle reports, as well as all the extra stuff we have here, like painted tutorials behind the scenes, extra battle reports, and all kinds of wacky stuff like reviews and other nonsense. Until then, guys, thanks for watching, and happy wargaming.